Joining me now is Democratic Caucus Chair Joe Crowley. Are you satisfied with that assessment that Adam Schiff being there at the last minute at least takes the stain off of this dual briefing?
There's no taking the stain off of this briefing at all, quite frankly.
Why?
Because of what the intent is here. This is an investigation, an active investigation into the White House and into the campaign. The president is, the FBI and the Justice Department are not tools of the White House. They work for the American people. They're sworn to uphold the Constitution of the United States on behalf of the American people, not simply the president. And for this active investigation be going on to give information to one side initially, and thankfully, beyond the norm of what we've done in the past, thankfully Adam Schiff was there to bring balance to that. This idea of having separate but equal meetings is just preposterous. And so it was critical that Adam be at that meeting as a witness, but not much more than that.
What about the president going after Democrats in Long Island on immigration? Let's play a little bit of what he had to say yesterday.
I noticed recently where Democrats, Nancy Pelosi as an example, are trying to defend MS-13 gang members. I called them animals the other day, and I was met with rebuke. They said, they're people. They're not people. These are animals. And we have to be very, very tough.
Is he winning this argument against the Democrats?
He will always have his audience. There's no question about that.
He's got a bigger megaphone than the Democrats do.
He does. But that's also unfortunate because what he's doing, look, we can all agree to suggest that Nancy Pelosi or any of us do not want to rid our society of MS-13 or any gangs, whether it be foreign-born or domestic-born, is absolutely outrageous. Outrageous. But he also, with that same brush, paints immigrants and all immigrants. He's done this. It's not the first time. He's done it before. Calling any human being an animal, regardless of what they're about. We want to get rid of them. We want them out of the country. They're still human beings. They're still human beings. It's not even dog whispering anymore, dogs whistling. It's out and out open attack on immigrants that this president is talking about, and I find that disgusting.
Are the Democrats too divided? The House caucus, and you've been mentioned as a challenger eventually to Nancy Pelosi. Are there too many factions among Democrats
we could not be more
to actually
united.
Compete against this president in the midterms?
We could not be more united. And the reality is that we are going to bring investigative power back to Washington when we take control of the House of Representatives and really hold this White House accountable. That's what the president, that's what Republicans are so concerned about, that we're being balanced back to Washington and investigative powers into this White House. The reality is we are so united. We are onwardly marching towards a victory in November. We see record numbers of women running in this country. We see victories all around the country in special election after a special election because our base is energized, and even more than that, sound-headed, level-headed Americans are concerned about the direction of our country. They want to see a change in this election.
And do you want to see a change in this?
Listen, what I say right now is I see no situation by which I would be anything but supportive of Nancy Pelosi. And we are all focused on winning back the House of Representatives. I'll say something about Nancy. Nancy is agnostic about winning. She wants to win more than anything else. And that's what we want to be about, winning, so we can bring, again, change to. We want a new change in the House of Representatives. Yes, we want new leadership change. We want to change it from Republicans to Democrat control. That's what we need to see happen for the sake of our nation.
Joe Crowley, we'll hope that you'll come back soon on this busy news day with the president and North Korea and everything else to talk about. A lot to discuss.
Thank you.
And still ahead.